All right, just a quick little overview here of what kind of electric power tools I run at the course. This isn't all of them. I've got some of them at home here. I run Dewalt. There's my steel, MS211C. I run Dewalt here at the course. I love Dewalt tools. I've got a tool set right there of Dewalt as well. At home, I've got the self-driving, battery-powered push mower from Dewalt. That works very well. I'll do a separate view on that because that's kind of a bigger ticket item. I do have to say, I'm pretty impressed with all of this stuff here. This is all XR series Dewalt. From the hedge trimmer to the blower there. I do have to say, to tell you the God's honest truth, my favorite tool here out of all the Dewalt stuff I've got, including my Dewalt drill here, has to be that little pancake air compressor. That has saved me more times than not out on the golf course, I could tell you that. And I'm going to tell you what. This holds air so well that it's been at 60 PSI for the last, 3 days, 4 days. It has not moved. It literally has not moved. A lot of air compressors will go down a little bit and then have to turn back on to reboost. That one does not do that. A little overview of everything here. This is quite industrial usage stuff here. So I use this. I mean, this is a commercial property, so I use this commercially. That hedge trimmer has held up well. As you can check the blade here, I've used it for a lot more than just hedge trimming. I use it to trim around pine trees, around. I trim the limbs off sometimes with that. And it works fairly well. I like it a lot. I would have to say that's one of my favorite tools here. The other one I love a lot is which needs a good cleaning here, is the actual weed whipper itself, the weed trimmer. This works very well. Very, very, very lightweight. Easy to use with just one hand. It isn't the higher up version. This is just your base level weed trimmer. But honestly, it gets the job done and does what I need it to do here. The Dewalt Radio, this was quite expensive, but it is pretty cool. It's got an aux cord, your USB, your Bluetooth on it, your battery charging in the back, and the sound is very, very good. I can't turn the sound on because of copyright issues, but the sound is very, very good. Well worth the money, and it does come with plugins on the side here as well to charge your other, appliances or whatever you have here. The air blower, I do have to say I'm fairly impressed with. I think it's about a 160 mile an hour air blower. But I do have to say I really do like it. Would buy it again. Knowing what I know now, though, I'd buy that one. And I'd also buy the higher level one just to have on hand in case, you need that as well. An underrated tool here, I just love my grease gun. This electric grease gun, it was about $225. Well worth the money, though. This electric grease gun makes jobs, especially on the commercial level, like what I do, makes jobs really, really, really easy. Battery lasts, although the battery, I would recommend almost going with one of these 4AH 4 amp batteries here. This also is a time saver. I highly recommend, again, at the commercial level, depending on what you do, I highly recommend getting an impact wrench rather than an air impact wrench. The battery-powered one is just usually the way to go here. One thing I haven't even used yet, and I haven't even got finishing nails for it here, is just this air-powered finishing gun, which I do need to get because I've got some projects to use here. But, again, that came with that package there, so I do like that. The DeWalt vacuum, the shop vac here, that was expensive, but it was worth the money. I like this a lot. would highly recommend that as well. The filters stand up to a lot of challenges here. I do a lot of work with that shop vac, and the filter definitely was worth the money. $30 I had to spend on that. Next and last here of what I have besides your the drill. This is your typical drill. Works very well, very ergonomical, like any other brand. It's an XR though, which I highly recommend. Last here is the brushless trimmer, the extension chainsaw. I'm not overly impressed with that, to tell you the truth. You almost want a gas-powered one. The battery-powered one just doesn't have enough power to saw down what you need to saw down. And now, granted, you're not sawing down limbs with it, but you should be able to saw down stuff with some sort of size, and it just doesn't quite do that. So, not my favorite piece from Dewalt, but still gets the job done. So there we go. That's a little, just a quick review of what I use here in the shop. And like I said, I've got some more tools at home that I just don't have here. And fairly impressed with all of it. It's held up very well the last year.